Racing from the 1200 meter mark. And towards the inside, Bankers Dowager got an absolute flyer, is the early leader. Showing pace is Singer Bay with Witness Impact. Deep Route, Bankers Boss, made her a line of 4. From Soon, then came Cheval Pegasus. Battle on the inside is the Grey, Superb Luck. In behind that is Galaxy Barn, Pacific Energy. Well, he's going to have to win from the widest part of the track. He's gone 4 wide into the turn as the runners make the way past the 700 meter mark. Now it's in front. It's a line of 3. Bankers Dowager the inside, Singer Bay in the middle. Deep Route is Bankers Boss in the third. Witness Impact just stalks the early pace. Soon makes an early move with Pacific Energy up around runners. Then came Cheval Pegasus in the light blue Salt. Got 6 lengths to find from Galaxy Bar, and last of all is Superb Luck as they're at the top of the straight. 400 left to travel. It's Pacific Energy who's worked overtime to pick up the lead. Soon right there in second. Battle on the inside is Bankers Boss. Then came Witness Impact further back in the field to Bankers Dowager, but Pacific Energy in a matter of strides has picked up the lead. He was 4-5 wide the entire way. He goes 2 lengths clear of Bankers Boss out the pack chasing, but as Pacific Energy is going to win well and wins by a length to in second Bankers Boss, Cheval Pegasus in third. Soon, I think, just gets up for fourth ahead of Superb Luck, Witness Impact, Galaxy Bar. Bankers Dowager in behind those, and last across the line was Singer Bay. Well, number 1, Pacific Energy, had absolutely no luck in running from the widest draw, but Geraldine Xiao has done this perfectly here and will win by 3/4 of a length. Beats home number 7, Bankers Boss, from Cheval Pegasus, number 8 in third. And number 2, Soon, was back and forth. 1, 7, 8 and 2, the provisional call for race 6. It's number 1, Pacific Energy, who was caught wide the entire journey and still proves to be too good for them here. A really nice sort, number 1, Pacific Energy. Third behind Fortune Tree in the Tunku Gold Cup 2 weeks ago. Dropped in class today. And certainly is the class horse, having to race 4-5 wide around the entirety of the turn. Again, was drawn out widest of all once again. So the day he cracks a good draw, certainly will be a horse to follow and wins well. From the Pacific stable, trained by David Cott, ridden by Geraldine Xiao, was well back late into 9 and 5. Beats home number 7, Bankers Boss, a great run back in second. Second run in the country from the Johnny Lim stable, ridden by G4S Ton, who rounds up the quartets back and forth. 1, 7, 8 and 2. And it's the top weight, number 1, Pacific Energy, now becomes a 4-time winner in the country from the 10 local starts. And certainly a lot of merit to this win. Was widest of all for the entire race and still manages to win by just under a length in the closing stages. 1, 7, 8 and 2, provisional call, number 1, Pacific Energy, your winner. We'll move across to race 7 up next. Take notes, races 7, 8 and 9 will be on track 2. And race 7 is off at 4:30 local time. Will be over 1,020 meters, a class 4 division B. And they'll be run for 45,000 ringgit. Up next, once the dividends comes through, and we'll have the replay up on the screen for the running of race 6, 1, 7, 8 and 2, provisional call.